A win has to feel good for you and your group tonight.
Yeah, the players. I think we've played better than our record the last 7 games. I think we played to win them all, but we should have a few win out of them. And I think tonight we're the better team on the ice. It's still a young squad, but I think they managed the pressure of losing a few games in a row, and you know, the reality of our young team, knowing where we're at. I think they really bought in. They wasn't perfect, but there's a lot of good things.
Good having Shabu back in the lineup.
Well, it's a card for the coach, of course, and he's got experience. I think he played a decent game. I think he's even better than that. But there's an adjustment for him, and I think he came in with a good attitude. He had a good practice yesterday, and he jumped into where we are as a team, and we know him, and he knows how we work. And it was a workers' game tonight, and the guys did really well, and it was nice to score a few goals too.
What are the keys for you to think playing this team and right tomorrow night? What are the keys?
Be better, even be better. I think we were good. I think we're better than that, and that win's going to feel good for some player. So now we're not gonna go on our heels. We're gonna stay on our toes, and let's push forward to rack up those points and feel good about ourselves. And through this stretch, like I said, I think we guys invested a lot. We worked really hard. We made a few mistakes that were costly, and through this we practiced extremely well. We didn't look like a team that was in a losing streak. I think our practice was outstanding. I think the guys were dialed in, which it showed tonight. But that being said, now we move forward and we go for another win tomorrow.
It's a long road trip. What's the key to keeping your guys kind of taking it one game at a time?
Yeah, but every day we have to push. I mean, you know, too many times the people will look left, right, under, everywhere. You look ahead, walk with your head up, and I think the guys have been doing that. They're sticking together as a team. Their attitude on the bench is outstanding, and it was outstanding through the loss. Their compete level was way high. So that's how you gotta become a pro, and that's how you gotta learn how to be a pro. So that's what we've been doing for them. And again, gotta remember, they're young. We have 13 rookie right now with the team. It's a lot of rookie. So gotta make sure that you push the pace every day, and lack of experience and maybe lack of ability at your age, you gotta make sure you make up by being a professional and working very hard every day.
McNevin tomorrow, or are you sticking?
Yeah, we're gonna go with McNevin. We got a lot of game coming up, so we're gonna go with Michael. Thank you.
Like you just said, it has to feel pretty good finally after seven in a row. You finally get one in a win going.
Yeah, seven losses in a row is too many, and not just for me, but for everyone. I think it feels good getting 2 points tonight for sure.
What'd you see out there? Because Binghamton at times came really hard. Other times it looked really sloppy. Was it difficult to kind of?
I think right away, the ice almost didn't look like it was that good. The puck was kind of bounced around a little bit. I know we were, definitely the better team to start, and then, once we got up 3-0, they really pushed back, and that's a good team too. I mean, they showed tonight. I mean, there's no quitting them, so you got to give a lot of credit to them too. Even down to the last second, they were still plugging away. So, at the end of the night, we got the win. It feels good.
Do you think this team needs to get the same result again tomorrow night and build on this?
Yeah, I think again we know what makes us play well. We know our DNA, we know the recipe, and when we stick to that, we're a pretty good hockey club. So right from the get-go tomorrow, we gotta get on and be aggressive, and we know we're a good team when we want to be, and we got to do whatever we can to get the win tomorrow.
How's it been for you? As you said, what was it? 7? You don't want to keep track of those.
No, you don't want to. No.
But how are you able to keep your confidence and feel good going out there like every night you had the opportunity to win?
Yeah, well, I think I always have confidence in myself. That's very important. That I got great people surrounding me too. So after a tough loss, obviously it's frustrating, but I got good people to talk to, and they keep me on the right path, and that's super important. So yeah, it's been tough, especially on this losing streak, but you stick at it. You can't go into a shell, and you got to just keep on pushing back even harder.
A win.
Yeah.
That's got to feel good. room?
Yeah, it was really good. You know, it was unfortunate that kind of let them back in the game a little bit there, but you know, that's I think the way that the wins are going to come with our team. A lot of them are going to be tight. We're going to have to grind it out to get them. But yeah, it was nice that we put a few goals up, and I think the guys are feeling pretty good. And when you get to get back at it right away, it's always a nice thing too.
It's never easy when you've got a team that's comprised of a lot of young guys and with injuries and problems and whatnot. A lot of these new kids cycling in. So as a veteran, you know, what kind of role do you play in trying to make a cohesive unit out there?
Well, I think first of all the coaches are doing a good job of teaching, and that's really important. Sometimes you get on a team where you don't really have to do a ton of that, but with young guys, try to teach as much as you can and be constructive with your criticism. And for me, I think one of the main things is just try to let them know it's okay to lose some games. You know, you're going to lose some. It's how you respond. It seems like every time we do lose a game, at least from the times that I've been here, our response has been good the next time, and that's a good sign. It shows that the guys care and they are able to forget about what's happened in the past, and that goes a long way in your career, because you're not going to have years where you win 55 games. You're gonna more often than not it's going to be kind of split down the middle. So I think that's going to go a long way.
Back-to-back situation, what are the big things you think that need to improve going into tomorrow night's game to get the same result?
Well, I think 5-on-5 we were really good. So special teams, if they, we can't take the penalties like we have been taking. That hurts big time. But just a little bit of execution on some of our plays, and we can create a lot more than we have. It just seems like we're just off a hair, or we fumble a puck in the wrong situation, and it doesn't lead to anything. So we know what we need to do to beat these guys the same way that we did today. Grind. That's kind of our team's MO, and should have a good result.
You were paired tonight a lot with Floyd L. Talk a little bit about, that's a guy that never even as long as he's been pro, works hard out there. Can you tell me a little bit about what it's like being paired with Floyd L and what you see from him on the ice?
Yeah, well, everybody loves Floyd. It's hard not to like the guy. He's got tons of energy. He cares deeply about not only playing hockey but the guys on the team, and that's what you always like to see. He talks a ton, which is a defenseman's dream, when you have a partner that talks or anybody on the ice that talks. And he's, I feel like when he's out there, you get a little bit more room, because it's not that he runs around, but he's going to come and hit you, and he's going to finish his checks, and he's going to be hard in front. And those are all great habits to have. So I'm a big fan of his. I really enjoy playing with him, but I also enjoy playing with every defenseman on this team. I haven't had a bad experience with anyone, so it's a bit of riches right now.
Last question, just it's been apparently an up and down season for you. You still have a smile on your face and a positive attitude. What's really your mindset right now as you plug along and focus on your hoping to get wins here? The season hasn't gone probably the way that you would like it to. Where's your mindset and how do you stay focused?
Yeah, well, it's all been a little bit unexpected, right, from the start of the year. But I came into this year, wanting to do a few things a little bit different, and I've had a lot of time to work on it in practice and stuff like that. But all I can do is work hard and continue to try and do everything that I'm asked of to make the organization happy as much as possible. And it doesn't really matter what team I'm on. I always want to win. I'm a competitor, so the goal is to be in the NHL for sure. But it doesn't change the way I'm going to play when I'm out there. It doesn't matter.
So a win has to feel pretty good for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I think we had a long stretch there that we're kind of fighting to get points, and today definitely feels good.
Walk me through your goal there. Took advantage of the turnover. What did you see?
I saw a really good forecheck by Shepu, and also AK on the other side that was sealing the wall, so I kind of stayed in the middle there, just took the opportunity with that puck in the slot there, and did what I had to do.
They certainly didn't make it easy for you guys tonight, despite the fact that you left 3-0 early on. What do you think the team needs to focus on going into playing them again tomorrow to ensure you come out with another 2 points?
We we got to give them respect for what they did. They came back with a push. We countered that, I think, super well. We handled it really good. I think if ever we play the same way we play in the first and second period, things are going to go our way.
What's the challenging part? You do have a lot of young guys on the team, and you get into a losing streak like that. What's the challenge to keep the morale up, keep the energy up on the bench, and kind of keep the confidence going so that you don't get stuck in the...
I think it's sort of a learning process at the same time. Whenever you're a kid, it takes some time. Like, maturity doesn't come in the first year either. Like, it takes time, and it takes those moments as well to make you grow as a player, as a person. Also, like, you always going to face adversity, and I think the group that we have here is really bounded together. Everybody feeds off each other. We have really positive energy in the room, and I think that's why it doesn't seem like we've lost 7 in a row when we go out there.
What's it been like for you to play for this team this year? Laval?
Yeah,
What's it been like for you?
it's been definitely something special. My dad and my mom always come to every single game, so that's pretty awesome to me. It's rare, I think, for a professional athlete that's able to play in his hometown, and to be able to do that, I'm realizing the opportunity that I have right now, and I'm just really excited.